is summer vacation now, still quarantined, but resuming back to some normal schedules. But regardless, summer vacation, our kids are still at home more frequently than they are typically when they're in school and quarantine is not a thing and coronavirus is not a thing. And so what's happening? They're home more frequently. I feel like sometimes most of our children also behave a little bit differently at home versus when they do at school or out in public, and they kind of let it all out when they're at home. And so there are some consequences that are probably needing to take place for displays of inappropriate behavior, right? You're wanting to decrease the future frequency displays of arguing, whining, not listening, making messes, refusing to clean up, whatever it is throughout the day. And so I think it's really common, especially for our older children, to implement a grounding procedure, right? So you're grounded from this for X amount of time, go to your room for X amount of time, whatever the situation may be. But I want to rethink the procedures of grounding. So what if we rethink grounding procedures completely? What if instead of undesired bad behavior happens, time passes, life resumes to normal, we interrupt that with bad undesired behavior happens, and then some good desired incompatible behaviors with the bad behavior is required to occur first to a certain duration, amount of time, frequency, number of times, and then only when the specified amount of desired incompatible behaviors happens first, then life resumes. So what do I mean by this? So let's say that the behavior that we're grounding for is just not cleaning the room. It's summertime. I feel like this is so frequent that this is an issue in households across all of America, including my own. So what if instead of just time passing by before the grounding procedures are done, what if I need to vacuum the household, clean up the toys in my bedroom, clean up the toys in my living room, clean out the winter clothes in my closet, wipe the baseboards down, and clean my bathroom. And then when all of these things are completed, when I've done them thoroughly, appropriately, I check in with mom at the end, and I've completed them without an attitude or appropriately, then life can resume. It may take 3 days before that happens. It may take 20 minutes. The duration of time of the grounding procedures is up to the individual to just complete the appropriate tasks before life resumes to normal. Another example, so let's say that we're grounding because we're arguing and not sharing with a sibling. How often does this happen? And so maybe that list looks a little bit different. Maybe it is I need to write a list of 10 things that I appreciate about my sibling. I need to come up with a list of 5 things that I'm thankful that my parents do for me. Then I need to clean my room, clean the kitchen, vacuum out the van. I feel like cleaning baseboards is a very good one for a task like this, because those are just little things around the house that never get done that can occur contingent upon displays of undesired behavior to decrease the future frequencies of those behavior. But this list can be cleaning things around the house. This list can be acts of kindness for others, things that are incompatible or the opposite of the reason why they got grounded. So we're not just requesting just a blanket amount of time to pass by before life resumes to normal. And often what happens during that time that they're passing by? You send your child to their room. What are they doing in there? Probably playing, self-entertaining. They might be angry for a while, but it's literally just time passing by. So let's give our children or loved ones a list of appropriate behaviors that need to be completed first until the grounding procedures can be done and life can resume to normal. So that way we're teaching and reinforcing behaviors that should be happening instead, and not just letting blanket amounts of time pass by.